All right, so we're going to talk about this. Over the weekend, Knox Pro in California had a wrestling event. They are an independent wrestling organization and had a wrestling event. And apparently, Rampage Jackson, who is the son of UFC Hall of Famer and mixed martial arts legend Quentin Rampage Jackson, he knows one of the wrestlers there. He's friends with one of the wrestlers there. And he was invited to the show, and he was invited backstage, kind of behind the scenes to meet some of the wrestlers, and was hanging out with them for a little bit. During this time, Raja had his Kick stream going, and apparently he was popular on the Kick platform, the Kick streaming platform, and they were filming this whole thing. They were recording this whole thing, streaming this whole thing. So he's backstage, and I'm sure this is all over the internet. X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. It's all over here on YouTube. It's on TikTok. It's on Instagram. It's everywhere. So if you haven't seen this, all you got to do is type in Raja Jackson and you'll see it. Raja Jackson. I'm not going to show any of the footage here because I'm just not going to. But so anyway, back to the story. They're backstage. He's chatting it up, just normal conversation with some of the performers in the back. Syko Stu. And I think his real name's Stu Smith. Syko Stu is a performer, is a professional wrestler at this show. He is he's an army vet who got into professional wrestling so that he could work around his PTSD. It was something that he could focus on pro wrestling to kind of harness some of the triggers and some of the PTSD that he has. So he does pro wrestling, now, and it's his outlet. So anyway, he sees the camera backstage. He sees the camera. It's outside. It's not backstage. They're out back. He sees the camera out back. He approaches Raja and he's like, the only person here you have to worry about is Syko Stu. And Raja's like, Syko Stu? And Stu is like, you don't know who I am? And Raja was like, F no. So then it's at that point in time where Stu grabs a beer can, and it's not full. I think he was drinking on it. Somebody was drinking on it. It's an open beer can, and he does a wrestling blow. He grabs him by his head and does the wrestling thing with him. Yes, he hits him with the can, but it's an aluminum can that's not full. It's open. Someone's been drinking from it, so it doesn't hit. As Raja is not part of the show, is it disrespectful? 100%. Like 100%. Stu should have known that who's part of the show, who's part of the work, who's a performer, who's working, who's not working. So that's 100% on Stu for hitting Raja there. And apparently Raja had suffering from a concussion. He got a concussion from sparring the other day. He got like a jump round kick and took it to the face, took it to the head, gave him a concussion. So yeah, he shouldn't have had any kind of contact with him, physical contact with him, even though it was a wrestling blow, not full force, but there's a can involved. Shouldn't have happened. 100% bad on Stu. Raja is visibly and verbally upset. He gets right up in his face, squares up with him, but there are no blows thrown there. In the heat of the moment, there's no blows thrown at all. Just faced off. I'll F you up. Some of the wrestlers jump in the middle. They intervene. They separate each other. They try to explain to Stu, who has been drinking, probably a little bit buzzed. He's not a worker. He's not part of the show. Stu kind of looks like he's confused, maybe buzzed, mortified a little bit as to what he did. He's just kind of quiet. And then once it snaps to him that, oh man, I kind of messed up. Like he extends his hand to apologize, say he's sorry, trying to make everything right. At first, Raja was like, no, don't want no part of that. No, I'm not going to accept your apology. I'm not going to shake your hand. Some of the guys get together. It looks like a promoter gets together back there and they're like, hey, he didn't know. We want to make this right. I'm so sorry. They apologize. They offer VIP seating, front row seating right there. as part of the apology. And then they say, hey, let's turn this into a work. Let's actually turn this into an angle. You know what? You can get your receipt back. During his match, go and interfere, do a double leg takedown, get you one shot in, get your receipt. I mean, hey, it's part of it. It's wrestling. Wrestling terms, if you go a little too hard, a little too stiff in the ring, and you rough somebody up, then the next time y'all wrestle, you're going to get a receipt. They're going to pay you back at least one blow. You're going to get it. It's part of the wrestling community. That's what happens. So, this whole time, Raja is still streaming on Kick. And his chat's gassing him up. You're a fake crash out. You're a B. You're a sissy. You should have wrecked him. Which, yes, if you're going to fight, it was in that moment, in the heat of the moment when he first hit you, swing then, retaliate then. That is your moment to do it where you can justify, like, oh, he hit me, I hit him back. Probably still going to get in some kind of trouble there because you can't really fight. But it's nothing compared to what you did later on. So chat's gassing him up. He's premeditating, telling everybody, oh, just watch what I do to him. Watch what I do to him. I know they're wrestling scripted. What I'm going to do is not scripted. Just wait. I'm going to F him up. I'm going to hit him for real. Just wait and see what I did. How many subs to knock him out? 50 subs to knock him out? Just wait and see what I do. Then Rampage calls him. Hey man, I heard you hanging out at the wrestling place, man, with dudes in tights and everything. I thought you was at a baby oil convention and stuff like that. Like, just Rampage is gassing him up too. I say all of that. Doesn't matter who gasses you up. Doesn't matter what happens in your phone calls, what happens in your chat. Doesn't matter who makes you mad. You have to control yourself. We get to the spot where, the promoter tells him like, hey, I'm going to tap you on the shoulder. Because he goes and he asks like, hey, at what point in time am I going to interfere? When am I going to get my spot? And he's like, when we get to the match, it's the next match. When we get to the spot, I'll be behind you and I'll tap you on the shoulder. Or I'll tap you on the back. That'll be your cue to go into the ring. Plays just like that. Stream's going the whole time. Watch, I'm about to F him up, about to knock him out. I'm going to give him some real punches. My goal is to punch him until they pull me off of him. I'm going to punch him until they pull me off of him. He says that in the live stream. And what does he do? Oh, yeah, then he's like, y'all don't think I can pick him up and slam him? Y'all don't think I can pick him? I'm not strong enough? Wait, bet. Wait and see. Bet. He goes in with a point to prove. He goes in, he picks him up. It's supposed to be a double leg. Stu is thinking that everything is fine. We apologized. We hugged backstage. He accepted my apology. We worked this out into a plan. Stu is going into this as with a wrestler's mind, thinking that he's going to be protected by this guy. Right? In wrestling, you do these moves and you're protected. You're doing a scripted dance with somebody. Yeah, you take slams. Yeah, you go through tables. You take chair shots and stuff. It's all done for entertainment with the purposes of we're going to put on a show. We're going to take care of each other while we're passing these licks. So he's in the mindset that he's safe. He's going to be taken care of here. Absolutely not. He gets picked up by Raja, spins him around toward his camera, toward the middle of the ring, sidewalk slams the fire out of him. Stu hits the back of his head. He's out cold instantly. He's already out cold from the slam. Raja at this point then goes to do a full mount on an unconscious man and just grounds and pounds at least 20 shots to the face, unanswered, full-blown shots like he's trying to knock this guy through the ring. It's at that point in time where people are starting to see that, whoa. I think shock hits it first, where people are like frozen, like, what is going on? And then it snaps and some of the wrestlers are like, oh, we got to go and save this guy. So they jump in, several wrestlers jump in, save the guy. The wrestler he's facing actually takes the pin, like actually covers him for the pin, and the referee's like 1, 2, 3. Like, come on, that's the dumbest thing in the world. But eventually they get Raja in the corner, get him out of the ring. He's escorted out. While he's being escorted out, he's screaming. Well, while he's in the place, he's not. When he gets on the sidewalk, he starts screaming like, ain't nobody gonna call me a B. I'm being real, man. I'm being real. No cap. I'm being real. Just acting like an idiot, acting like a child, trying to justify what he just did. Telling everybody, hey, why everybody playing with me? Why is everybody playing with me? Like, you have to have control. Regardless of how gassed up you get, how disrespected you feel, how mad you are, you have to maintain control of your emotions and your anger and your actions. There's a couple of post videos that are going around. Number one, there's a post video of Raja receiving a phone call from Andre saying that, what was that, man? You were supposed to do a double leg and get a receipt. You didn't have to do all that. This man's laying in the ring. They can't get him to wake up, and he's flatlined. And all this dude says is, my bad. I can't talk right now. Then he hangs the phone up while he's... Do I think in that moment that he had a realization of how over the top he went? Yes. In that moment, I think that he is huffing and puffing because of calming down. But I also think he realizes the fear the fear hits him for what he just did. Now that he's calming down and he's in his right mind, I think he's having that, oh my God, what did I just do? I just ruined my life. I think both of those things are hitting him at the same time during that phone call. There's also a post reaction of Rampage. Rampage is on his stream at this time. And he's talking about it. He's getting word as to something happened. And then people are telling him it's bad. It's really bad. And he's like, I want to see it. So while he's got his stream going, someone hands him another phone. He watches it. And the way that he winces away from the screen, Rampage was brutal in the ring or the octagon. Go and check him out. In the UFC, he was pretty brutal. Over in Pride, that man was straight up vicious. Vicious over in Pride. He's called Rampage for a reason. That's how he fought. When he winces away at it, you know it's bad. You know it's bad. And he gave a really good post and an apology. As a father, man, you're in a mixed bag because you love your son. You love your kid. But you know your kid just effed up and probably threw his entire life away. Rampage Jackson premeditated an attack that flatlined a guy twice. Thank God they're saying that he's recovered. But he's got broken bones all on his face and he knocked out several teeth. The man was choking on his blood and his teeth in the ring and almost died. Flatlined twice. Raja's going to jail. Oh, I've seen attempted murder. At first I was thinking that was far-fetched. Attempted murder, is that a lofty cause? Like, should it be going that far? I'm on the fence about it. The man's a trained mixed martial arts fighter. His hands and feet should be registered as deadly weapons. And he premeditated, I'm gonna hit this guy until they pull me off of him. I'm gonna knock him out. How many subs for a knockout? He premeditated attack that flatlined the guy. Could they go attempted murder? Maybe. Assault and battery? Oh yeah, you getting that, dog. You getting that. As a lesson, guys, no matter what happens, it's okay to get upset. It's okay to get upset. Somebody hits me in the head, yeah, I'm going to get upset. But somebody hits me in the head, if I can't control it there and I'm going to fight, I'm going to swing on somebody, it's going to be right there in the moment. That's the only way that you can justify it, is in the moment. Not an hour and a half later of being gassed up. It's not justifiable. And any of you that think that there's a justification for what he did, get off of this video. Don't come back. If you're a subscriber that thinks that was okay, unsub and don't come back. There's something wrong with you. It's a horrific thing. At the end of the day, Raja needs to get what's coming to him. And that's lawfully. He should get what's coming to him lawfully. There are charges that need to be there, and he needs to be found guilty, and he needs to go to jail. And he needs to learn a lesson. When he comes out, however long that may be, control yourself. Control yourself, young man. Yes, we're allowed to make mistakes in life, but not like that. That does not go unpunished. Sorry. You must be held accountable for stuff like that. When you cause bodily harm to somebody like that, yeah, you got to be held accountable for that. Thoughts and prayers for Stu and his family. A speedy recovery. It's going to be a long road. There's no telling the depth of injury that's there right now. There's no telling the depth of injury that's there right now. But I wish a safe and speedy recovery, and I hope that he doesn't have PTSD from this to where he can get back in the ring and enjoy what his outlet is from being an Army vet. I hope that his outlet hasn't been taken away from him too because of this. Stu, wish you all the love, all the best, well wishes, prayers, speedy recovery, and nobody knew about you. Unless you're in that scene there, no one knew about you. But I guarantee you that right now, sir, you are the most famous professional wrestler in the world, and you got the entire internet wrestling community and the entire wrestling community together, even those that don't post about it on the internet. The occasional watcher is pulling for you. The guy that's been watching for 30 years, 40 years, I'm 46, 40 years is rooting for you. Today, sir, the entire wrestling community and non-wrestling community, the entire world's praying for you, pulling for you, and you're the most famous professional wrestler right now. And I hope and pray that you can feel that. I hope you can see that. I hope you can feel that. And I hope that gets you through this very hard and troubling time that you're going through. That's all I got, man. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section.